Hello traders, FXPIPCOLLECTOR here. Today is Wednesday, September 13th, and welcome to today's live stream. Thanks for showing up. Thank you for the support as always. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Makes a huge difference to push my videos and my live streams out to new members. So we are definitely going to be focused on the dollar and probably the yen pairs also a little bit because of the risk on, risk off moves, but today is CPI for the US dollar. Definitely one of the bigger news events of the month, especially nowadays with everybody worried about inflation and interest rates and everything else. So in about 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes, we have CPI. It's predicted to go up a little bit to 3.6 from 3.2. Now, anybody that's been following me for a while probably knows that I honestly don't even care what these numbers are. Like, I could really care less what these numbers actually are. The only thing I really care about is what time the news is coming out. Because for me, these numbers over here are extremely, deceiving because, I've seen positive news for the dollar cause the dollar to go down like a rock, and I've seen negative news for the dollar cause the dollar to go up. So really, big money definitely uses these numbers to deceive people and to trap people into orders. So for me, I don't really care what the numbers are. All I really care is what time the news is coming out, because we do know that there's probably going to be a trade, at least a few trades, probably around this time of day. So like I said, that's all I really care about. So let's get to the charts. Let's do a top-down analysis starting on the weekly, going down to the 1 hour time frame on the dollar and probably a little bit beyond. Then we're going to look at all the dollar pairs and see if we can figure out what the most likely thing to happen at today's news is going to actually be. So for me, I still am looking at this as like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a wave 1. I still think this right here, I have it labeled as an ABCDE, which that's not really a traditional ABCDE, but you could possibly label this as an A and then like a WXY of wave B and then a wave C. But whether you label it as an ABCDE or an ABC or whatever you do, it really doesn't matter at all, because it's the same outcome, which is that this is a crescent to this move down. Probably a wave 2. I still think that this is going to bounce off. I don't know if it's going to be the 50 or the 61%, but I still think it's going to bounce off one of these levels and end up continuing the downtrend. I personally don't think it's going to do that today. I think that's probably going to wait till the interest rates come out on September 20th for that. So this line right here represents the interest rates on September 20th for the US dollar. So we kind of have to think about, whatever's going to happen over the next week or so is probably going to really be setting itself up for the September 20th move. Now, for me, it does look very impulsive down. I think that there is a very good likelihood it is going to go down, and then the news on the 20th is what causes it to go up. Probably going to end up looking something like that in the long run. So let's head down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see it seems very clear to me, which does have me a little bit concerned, because sometimes when the market is so clear, it actually looks like it can actually turn into a trap. The reason why I say it's so clear is because we have almost a perfect uptrend. We have almost a perfect impulsive down with a break of structure. Looks like a wave A, possibly a wave 1. And then we have 1, 2, 3 waves up to a Fibonacci level. Looks like a wave B or possibly a wave 2. And like I said, it seems extremely clear that the news is going to cause this to go down. But like I said, sometimes when the market has a very clear pattern like this, it can actually be a little bit of a trap. And I've seen stuff like this where the market was just extremely clear prior to the news, and then the news comes out and it just keeps on going up. So we do have to be a little bit careful today. I definitely have a bias for the news for sure because of the clarity. And especially when you go down to the 1 hour, this is a downtrend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. This is an uptrend for an A or B. This is like a crescent B or B. This looks like an uptrend for a C or B. We're sitting right at a Fibonacci level. It looks like we're going to make an impulsive move down, break structure, ending a wave B, and continuing the down move for a wave C, or possibly a 1, 2, 3. So like I said, it does seem very clear what's going to happen, but sometimes when it's this clear, it's actually a little bit of a trap. So let's go look at some of these other dollar pairs and see what would make the most sense. If it would make the most sense for this to go down, or if it would make more sense for it to go up. I do definitely think that it would make a lot more sense for it to go down based on Elliott wave patterns. But we'll have to see if the market has other ideas. So going down to the euro, let's head up to the daily time frame. So on the euro dollar, I do see a shape of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if this actually stretched out quite a bit and it ended up turning into a pretty big move up, and then on the 20th it makes a move down like that, and then maybe later on it ends up continuing the uptrend. So let's take it down a little bit further to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, this move up is very flat. It's almost like an ending flat or something like that, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave A or something, or possibly a wave 1. This move down to me seems like it's a crescent, and it seems like it would make the most sense for this to go up. Maybe even go up and take out this high right here if the news takes today's movement as a really big news event. So we're gonna have to see. I mean, if CPI comes out really high compared to what they predicted, or really low compared to what they predicted, that's when you're going to see a really big movement in the market. If it comes out just as they predicted, there might be, there's still going to be some good movement, but it might not be quite as good. So going down to the 1-hour time frame, I got my Fibonacci retracement on here. And this move down, possibly, it's pretty impulsive, which definitely concerns me a little, but I think that's more because of the euro than anything. I think there's a good chance that the news is going to cause this to go up based on the US dollar index. It would definitely make the most sense for this to go up at the news. I don't really think it would make a whole lot of sense for it to go down. I could definitely picture it maybe doing this and then going up, making like a spike reversal, but to me, the most sense is that the euro would go up at the news. So let's take it to the pound dollar, head back up to the daily. The pound dollar is also something that I think is getting close to ending, but I don't really think it's over yet. It looks like 1, 2, and then it looks like a 1, 2, 3. It does seem like it should go up and make a 4, and then back down for a 5, and then later on go up, which I think today's CPI news will cause the beginning of this move up, and then the 20th it'll probably go down. So let's head down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, it still, even though this move did go down and make a new low, to me it still looks like impulsive up and 3 waves down. It looks like it could be like a 1 and a 2 or an A and a B, and that it should go up for a wave C or a wave 3. So let me show you on the 1 hour what I'm talking about. So on the 1 hour, this definitely looks like an impulsive move, like it's a wave A or a wave 1. To me, this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like it's a wave A. This seems like a crescent, like a wave B. And it seems like this could be a wave C. Maybe it will go down one more time like that and then go up and break structure and continue the uptrend for either a wave 3 or a wave C. So let's take it right down to the Aussie dollar, which I keep saying, but the Aussie dollar does kind of seem like one of the clearest ones to me because of this pattern that I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like almost a perfect trend. We do not have a break of structure to the upside yet, but like I've been saying for a week or so, I bet this is going to break structure up, and it probably is going to look like that probably within the next week or so. It's not all going to happen today because this is the daily time frame, but it really does seem within the next week or so that that is very likely the most likely thing to happen. So either way, it's going down to the 4-hour time frame. This also looks like impulsive up, like it could be a 1 or like a B. It looks like this move down is either going to be a wave 2 or a wave 3, a wave 2 or a wave B, and then it should go up and make a wave 3, what I think is going to happen. Eventually make a wave 3 and a wave 4. Now, there is a lot of gaps on the market, especially the dollar index, and a lot of these pairs do have gaps from Monday. And, 80% of gaps do fill, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does go down, fill these gaps, and then go up. Maybe do something like that, a little bit of a spike reversal. But I am definitely sticking to the idea that the market's going to go up. It looks like impulsive up, it looks like corrective down. It looks like it's going to bounce off a fib level and just keep on trending up, take out structure. So, hey Glaze, how's it doing? Hey buddy, hey Blessed, hey Robin, hey Lucy, how's everybody doing today? Thanks for showing up. Hopefully everybody has a good day and makes some nice money today. So anyways, let's head down to the Kiwi dollar because that's another one that I do feel like it seems very, very clear. Because of the pattern I see on the daily time frame, it just seems very clear that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that within the next week or so, this is going to go up and break structure, which would prove that this downtrend is over. If this downtrend is over, it might even be the end of a crescent on the weekly, and it could even be the continuation of the uptrend. Taking it down to the 4-hour time frame, this also looks like a trend. It's a little overlapping, but it definitely looks like a trend, like a wave 1 or a wave A. This looks like a crescent, like a wave B or a wave 2. It looks like today's news is more likely to cause this to go up, break structure, and cause a 3, 4, and 5. You know, obviously this ain't all going to happen at once, but it does seem like the most likely thing is that it's going to go up and cause a wave 3. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Nice to see you, Chris. So going down to the 1-hour time frame, let's throw a Fibonacci on here. I don't keep up with this one quite as much as the other dollar pairs because I don't make videos for this because it's almost exactly the same as the Aussie dollar, so I don't really see the point in making videos for this one. So let me just see here. This is the one I want to get rid of on the 1-hour time frame. There we go. So on the 1-hour time frame, I mean, this is overlapping, but it's definitely higher highs, higher lows. It definitely looks like a trend to me. And it looks like it's a crescent. I mean, it already looks like it has an A. It already looks like it has a B. It kind of already looks like it has a C, but it probably will go down one more time and then probably end up doing that. We really only have about 19 minutes or so until the news comes out. So, I mean, it's not like it's got a whole lot of time to make many more patterns. Now, the US dollar Canadian is definitely a lot different, and it's mostly because of the Canadian strength. The Canadian pairs have been quite strong lately, which is why this move down is actually quite a bit stronger than any of the other dollar pairs. But it definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it does look like it should go down, break structure, and make probably a wave A. Probably eventually make a B and a C, and then probably go back up again. So this one, like I said, is a little different because of the Canadian is causing a lot of that pattern right there. So, I mean, we do have to be a little cautious and aware of that. So, I mean, this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for sure. If we have a break of structure, which definitely proves that this uptrend is over, this move down to me looks like a trend, which would make you think that the next move would be up. If we didn't have a big news event coming out shortly, then I would say that the next move would be a crescent and then it would go down again. But since we have news coming out, it looks to me like this move up is going to be a crescent to just this wave down, and it might just keep on going down. We're going to have to see. Like I said, I'm almost starting to wonder if the pattern is just so clear on the dollar index that it might be a trap, but we'll see. So far I got my Fibonacci retracement right here. This looks like a downtrend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does look to me like a crescent, and it does look like it might go down at the news. So, I mean, I do think the most likely possibility is down for the news today. So let's see if that's how it actually plays out or not. US dollar Swiss is another one that's kind of been bouncing around for a long time, but it looks, I kind of actually think this is more like a WXY type pattern because I see 1, 2, 3, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, something like that. And we're at a Fibonacci level. It kind of looks like it needs to go down, break structure, and it could even end up being the continuation of the downtrend. So let's head down to the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, nothing is 100%, that's for sure. And yeah, we're going to get to gold in a few seconds here, so don't worry about that. So, US dollar Swiss, I mean, the fact that it's going up right now makes me even think even more that it is going to go down. This looks like a 3, this looks like a 4, and this looks like a 5. It looks like it needs to go down, break structure, proving that at least this sets in a trend is over, and maybe even turning into a pretty good move to the downside. So, the 1-hour time frame. The 1-hour time frame, like I said, the fact that it's going up right now does kind of make me think that this is a wave 5, and today's news is going to cause it to go down, break structures, proving that this trend is over, and maybe continuing the uptrend. So yeah, we just looked at all the dollar pairs. I started on the top, working my way down. We're going to go to the US dollar yen next, and then move on from there. So part of this pattern that we see on the dollar yen is actually caused by the yen. And I still am pretty bullish on all the yen pairs. We've been debating in my Patreon group whether or not the yen pairs are actually going to start a crescent or not. But even if they do start a crescent, I think that it's just going to be a crescent, and it's probably just going to end up doing that. I think we're in a wave 5, and I think it's most likely going to go up to about the 157 area to finish off this wave 5. This is the weekly time frame, so that's a very long outlook, but sometimes you have to go up to the high time frames to get a good look at things. We still have no break of structure. We're still higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. No real break of structure on the higher time frames. really we should primarily be looking for longs. But as you go down to the shorter time frames, it does definitely look like a one wave down break of structure. It looks like it should be a wave A. It looks like this move up should be a wave B, and I think it pretty much has filled the gap from Sunday market open. So I mean, it does seem like the most likely thing would be down for a wave C. So let's keep going down to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, it does to me look like impulsive down wave A. It looks like 1, 2, 3 waves up. It looks like an ABC. It looks like it should be an ABC or B. And we're right at the 78%. It seems really like the most likely thing to happen is that this would go down, maybe even all the way down and take out this low to make a wave C, or possibly even a 1, 2, 3. We definitely don't know that this isn't going to be a 1, 2, 3. It definitely could. So let's head down to the gold. Gold is another one to me that seems very, very clear, which does kind of have me a little bit concerned, because sometimes when things are very, very clear right before a very large news event, sometimes that actually means that it's a trap. So we're going to have to be careful with some of these for sure. So in a ways, let's, on the daily time frame, to me, I want to go up to the weekly real quick, just so I can show everybody, because this to me still looks like an ABC correction right to a Fibonacci level with an impulsive up. I still think that this is going to go up like that, and I'm still a big believer that the $2,200 area and maybe even higher than that is going to be hit. So let's head down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, to me, it looks like an uptrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It looks like it should be a wave 1. It looks like it should be an ABC of 2. We're right at a Fibonacci level. It seems to me like the most likely thing is that this would go up and make a big wave 3. So let's take it down to the 4 hour time frame. So on the 4 hour time frame, it does seem extremely clear that this is a downtrend. Well, first of all, that this is an uptrend. I think it's a wave 1. I think this might be a wave A. This could be 3 waves up for a wave B. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up wave C. If this makes impulsive up, breaks structure, I think it's going to be the end of a wave 2. And I think it's going to be the continuation of the uptrend for a big wave 3. So I am expecting to see a wave 3 today. I don't really think it's going to be an ABC on the higher time frames. If you go up to the daily, I'll show you what you mean real quick. I mean, there's always a possibility that this is an A, this is a B, and that this is a C. It goes up and makes a lower high, then goes down again. That is definitely a possibility that we've been talking about in the Patreon group, my members only group. So definitely keep that in mind also. So going back down to the sort of time frames, like the 1 hour time frame, you can definitely see that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A. This is 3 waves down B. This is an uptrend for the C. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like it's in a wave 5 of wave C right now. It seems like it's going to go up. It seems like it's going to break structure, ending this section of trend and continuing the uptrend. So like I said, I mean, a lot of these pairs to me just seem so clear that they're going to go, that the dollar's going to go down and that they're going to go up. Which, like I said, does sometimes concern me a little, because sometimes when it's so clear, it's actually a trap. The market makers know that people are looking for these clear patterns, so we have to be a little careful. But if we go to silver, I see almost the same pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And silver and gold are very, very correlated. So sometimes I can use silver to help me figure out what the pattern on gold is, and this is an extremely clear looking trend. It looks like it should go up, it looks like it should break structure, and it looks like it should just keep on trending up, making higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, I think bullish is gonna be the bet for us. Now, we do have to remember that let's go down to the 1 hour real quick. So the 1 hour does look like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like an ending flat, and then it looks like it should go up, break structure, ending this trend. So the dollar news definitely does affect the yen pairs, because if the dollar goes down, that's risk on for the dollar, which does quite often drive money to the risk on currencies like the yen, the Swiss, gold, and probably Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies also, I think, are becoming risk-on currencies. So let's take a quick look at these yen pairs real quick and see what we can see. These yen pairs, let me go to this chart. right here because this one's actually a little better. This is my members forecast chart. These are the pairs that I post every single morning to my Patreon members before the London session even comes out. So if anybody is interested in being a part of my members forecast, which at 9:15 a.m. UK time, I do a 20 to 30 minute live stream every single weekday where I go over all the yen pairs, all the dollar pairs, and tell people what I believe is most likely going to happen that day. And if anybody's interested in that, the link for that is in the description and in the chats. Also, if you just want to join my Patreon, my Discord is 100% free. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. You can join my Discord 100% for free, and we currently have 4,237 members, so it's a big community. So anyways, the US dollar, the JPY basket that is, has really been just in a channel for quite a while. It hasn't broken up and it hasn't broken down. Now, for me, I would have liked to have seen this move right here, take out the higher wave forward to really confirm this. But to me, it looks like impulsive up, like it's a wave A. It looks like 1, 2, 3 waves down, like it's an A, B, C, or B. And it looks like it should go up and make a wave C. Now, if this is an ABC and the JPY is getting ready to go up, then that would make even more sense that the dollar would go down. Because if the dollar goes down, that's considered risk on. And if the dollar goes down, usually the JPY basket goes up. So keep that in mind. So anyways, let's go back to these pairs. So if, I haven't really kept up on some of these today, I do apologize. So if the JPY basket is going to go up, then this might end up going down today. Same thing on the pound dollar. The pound dollar, I mean, it looks like an ABCDE, but look at the three-way pattern we got. It looks like it needs to go down. I think there's a good chance these yen pairs are going to go down. They pretty much all look like they need to go down. This looks like an ABC up. It looks like it needs to go down. And like I said, I do think that would make the most sense for that to happen. The Kiwi yen, this looks like one big correction also. It looks like an ABC right there, and then impulsive down, and then a smaller ABC right here. It looks like it should go down. So I'm thinking that the yen pairs probably are going to go down. Now the Canadian yen is very strong to the upside, but that's more of a Canadian thing. That's not really so much the yen. Yeah, oh, the yen basket's sitting right at the 78% too, Yen Berry is saying. That's a good sign. Unfortunately, the Canadian yen has been so strong that it's kind of distorting the pattern a little bit, but the Swiss yen is also, I mean, every single one of these moves up was a correction to the move down. This move up was a correction to this. This move up was a correction to this. This move up looks like it's a correction to this. If that's the case, then this is just going to keep on trending down also. So for me, I really feel like I kind of got the news nailed today, but I have thought this before and definitely been wrong, so I mean, we do have to pay attention, but to me, it seems very clear that the yen basket is an ABC, and it also seems very clear to me that the US dollar seems to me like it's an ABC also. So it does seem very clear today, and like I said, sometimes that is a little concerning because sometimes when things seem so clear, they are actually a trap. So we do have to be careful. What do we have for time? We got about 6.5 minutes or so. 6 minutes and 20 seconds until the news comes out. So I think what we need to do now is we need to go through all the dollar pairs one more time on the shorter time frame, shorter than the 1 hour, maybe like the 15-minute time frame, and see if they all agree. Let me get this line right here. So we're looking to see if we have agreement between all the dollar pairs. So this definitely looks like a trend to me, and it looks like it has that 3, 4, 5 shape. It would make a lot of sense for this, for this to go down, break structure, and end up making a big move to the downside. I still think that that would make by far the most sense. US dollar, the euro dollar is actually quite weak today, which it actually has been a little bit weak off and on lately, but to me that looks more like a trend. But we're sitting pretty much right at a fib level. It seems like the most likely thing to happen is it would go up, break structure, and start a new uptrend. Definitely seems like that would be the most likely thing on that also. So, I mean, we do have a lot of agreement between pairs. This, to me, looks like impulsive up. This looks like corrective down. It looks like it needs to go up, and like it's a 1, 2, and then it goes up for a wave 3. So the pound dollar definitely agrees. The Aussie dollar, even though this is all the way back down to these lows, it looks to me like this is like an ending flat or something for like that for the wave A also. This looks like a 1, 2, 3 pattern, like a wave B. This looks like it should go up and make a wave C, or maybe if it's a 1, 2, 3, it definitely could end up growing into a 1, 2, 3. So that definitely agrees also. Look at the Kiwi yen is even better. This looks like a trend. This looks like 1, 2, 3. It looks like it should go up at the news. And the fact that it's going down pre-news actually gives me a little bit more confidence that that's going to be the case. US dollar Canadian, it just looks like one big overlapping correction, doesn't it? It looks like it's probably going to go up, take out this high, and then bam, go down like that. Might even be a good idea to put a limit order on the top of that spike right there. That might be one of the best ways to get in this one. And like I was talking about with my group earlier, if the dollar really does go down, then the US dollar Canadian may actually be one of the best choices because of it's already been going down. So if we want a weak dollar versus a strong Canadian dollar, that's probably going to be one of our best bets. But we'll see if that's how it actually turns out. The US dollar Swiss looks like a trend. And this last section right here even looks like a 3, 4, 5. It looks like it should go down. It looks like it should break structure. And it looks like it should continue the downtrend. So like I said, we're going to find out pretty shortly in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds if this is really what's going to happen. Look at the dollar yen. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We took out this high, grabbed all that liquidity, and bam, down at the news. And gold. Gold is also one that just seems very clear to me. That this is just going to... Maybe it will initially go down. That would make a lot of sense if it did go down first and then did a spike reversal. So do be careful. I mean, a lot of these big news events do have spike reversals. So a lot of times the first move will be down, and then within like 30 minutes it will be all the way back up to the starting line like it didn't even happen. And then in the next 30 minutes it just slowly starts drifting up for the rest of the day. Which does seem like that probably would be the most likely scenario because there is still a lot of gaps in the market that have not been filled yet. So if the dollar, the DXY, even my DXY doesn't have a gap. Oh, there it is. There's the gap. There's a lot of gaps in the market that have not been filled yet. So, I mean, we do have to be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if it spiked, filled that gap, and then went down. So sometimes often the first reaction is not the real reaction. So definitely be careful. Don't be jumping into a trade, within the first few seconds because, I mean, I've seen it a million times. The spike reversal is like one of the most famous patterns you'll see at the news. It'll go up initially, and then within like 20, 30 minutes, it'll be all the way back to the starting line, and then another 20, 30 minutes, it just slowly starts drifting down. So if you go long, half as this is going up, you might end up getting in a lot of trouble. So, what do we got? Let's look at the stock market real quick, because the S&P 500 is very correlated with the dollar. If I think the dollar index is going to go down, then I should think that this is going to go up. Which, yeah, I could kind of see that. It kind of already looks like it had an ABC, though. It kind of actually does kind of look like it. Maybe it'll go up, but then down would be the direction. This is the daily time frame now. Look at that. That's a trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like it should go up, but it kind of looks like it might be a correction to this. And then it would go down again. That might give us a little bit of doubt about the pattern on the dollar, honestly. We got less than a minute. This definitely looks like a correction. It looks like it should go up. Maybe it will be a 1, 2, 3, but right now it's looking more like an ABC. This looks like a trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks like an A. This looks like a B. This looks like a C. Boy, that definitely could end up going down. So that doesn't really agree with the dollar analysis, which actually might make a lot of sense because we're not even all that confident. I mean, I'm very confident about the pattern, but sometimes you get these extremely clear patterns and they don't actually work out too well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the DXY because sometimes the dollar index does lag during the big news events. That's the only downfall that I have with the dollar index is it can sometimes be very, very laggy. So let's go to the DXY, we have about 7 seconds. Let's get this ready so we can see what the news is. Let's see if the dollar, if it goes up and fills that gap, or what happens. Ooh. Let's see. The euro's going down. Dollar's going up. Is it a gap fill, or is it really going to hold that move? That's the question. Let me check my charts real quick while we're waiting to find out. Yeah, boy, it looks pretty strong. Looks very strong. I was worried about this being a trap, so we do have to be a little careful. I was definitely concerned about this being a trap on the dollar. Oh boy. Just because it was so clear. Sometimes when the market is that clear, it actually really is a trap. But we could just be doing a gap fill right now. This very easily could just be a gap fill. It's probably going to have a second reaction. So we're going to have to see if it does. If it doesn't turn down, then we're going to know that the dollar is still up. And that this ABC correction was just a trap. Which, like I've been saying this whole live stream, that it looks almost too clear to be true. Which I definitely still agree that it kind of looks like it's almost too clear to even be true. And sometimes when the market is that clear, it means that it really is a trap and the market's just setting people up for a disaster. So we'll have to see. We gotta give it a few minutes and see. We can't really judge anything for the first few minutes. You really have to give it a minute or two and see. Let's see if it does a spike reversal or not. Euro dollar went down pretty strong. Pound, yeah, kind of a spike going on. Aussie, yeah, pretty much the same move on everything. US dollar Swiss went up. US dollar yen went up. Gold went down, looks like a wave 5. Silver went down, looks like a wave 5. No, you really can't judge it within the first minute or two. You really have to give it a few. I personally think you kind of, with these really big news events, you kind of have to give it about 45 minutes to 90 minutes before you really are confident about anything. Yeah, Philip, I kind of agree with you. What did happen with the news? Was it positive, negative? What was it? Like I said, I personally don't really care. CPI was up. How is CPI being up positive for the dollar? That doesn't really make sense to me. So inflation is up a little bit. Inflation is 3.7. They predicted 3.6. That sounds to me like it's a green light for old Powell to continue to raise rates, doesn't it? Ooh, Mark's got his old booby trap out. Look at it. Look at the spike. Look at the spike. I still don't think I want to really judge a book by its cover quite yet, but I kind of agree that it's a trap. But we don't really know. You really have to give it a little bit of time. You really have to wait at least 20, 30 minutes. I personally think. I think it's a trap too. But we don't know for sure. Ooh, the euro's starting to turn up pretty good actually. Look at that. Pound dollar is starting to turn up. Aussie dollar. Kiwi dollar. Dollar CAD. We got spikes across the board. I think that could have been just a gap fill. Yeah, market makers just grabbed everybody's stop losses, didn't they? And that's pretty much what it is, one trap to another. Market makers, they know how to have a good time. You know, I bet they're sitting in their $4,000 computer chair and just laughing their way all the way to the bank. But we can't really judge a book by its cover quite yet. But this is pretty much exactly what I said. I said it could go down and then come right back to the starting line like nothing even happened. So we're literally right back to where the market was when before the news came out. Literally, we're almost right to the pip back to where we started. We went down, people probably went short. We went up, people probably went long. And now we're right back at the starting line. People in sells are trapped, people in longs are trapped. Oh, the EU still hasn't filled the gap. I'm not really, I mean, everybody tells me that gas get filled 80% of the time, but I don't know. I don't know about that gap strategy. It seems, I'm not really sure if I trust it. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. We can't really judge anything quite yet. 1.1, woo, that's quite a ways up, isn't it? I see it's really not that far. No, it's not that far. I don't, boy, yeah, I don't think it's gonna go all the way up there though. That's a long ways up. If it goes all the way out there, then that's definitely the end of this trend, and that's definitely the continuation of the uptrend on the weekly and the monthly. For sure, 100%. Let me check my charts again. Like I said, I got a bunch of open trades. Not a bunch, but I definitely got a few open trades across the board. So let me spend a couple of seconds checking my charts. Ooh, I think I might want to exit that dollar CAD, that Aussie CAD. It looks like it's about to break structure. Let me see here, the Aussie CAD. I've been short on the Aussie CAD for few days, at least 2 or 3 days. It hasn't broken structure yet, but boy, it definitely looks like it's going to. Look at that, the euro's getting strong. She's going up. Is he gonna stay up? That's the question. I'm almost thinking about adding to my position. Let's see if she holds. It's looking pretty good so far. Let's see what happens. Things are looking okay, but boy, we definitely got to give it some time, don't we? Yeah, alright. I think I'm good on that. Oh yeah, the Aussie CAD is breaking structure. I'm getting out of that. That was actually a really good trade for me. So closing that. We got a break of structure, it looks like. The other one I've been holding is the Euro Pound, which I don't really see a reason to get out of that yet. And I'm still short the Aussie Kiwi, the Euro Kiwi also. So I'm long the Euro Pound and short the the Euro Kiwi. Kind of a little, almost like a little bit of a hedge. So let me see. Let me get back to the chats. I can't see if anybody's saying anything. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, Mark, honestly. It really depends on what happens over the next little bit. It depends. I don't really want to let it go against me too far. So I mean, if it doesn't look good, then I'll just get out, start over, try again. If it holds, then I definitely will hold this for a few days. I enjoy holding my trades for a few days. I like to hold on to a trade for 2 or 3 days if I can, but the market doesn't always allow that, especially lately. We got the summer chop going on, but I think that's pretty much over, so. Yeah, the 1 hour candle needs to close. Definitely. It looks good, but this could change. I mean, really, it's only been about 9 minutes since the news came out, so we really can't make too much of a judgment, can we? Let me turn on my AC. Hopefully this isn't too obnoxious. Let me know if that is like really obnoxious. What happened with gold? It's not broken structure yet. I would definitely say the trend is still down, but what about the dollar? What's the dollar look like? It definitely looks like a way B, but we need to see a break of structure. If I see it break this structure right here, which it kind of did already, but it needs to break and hold that structure, then I'll probably hold on to this trade for a few days. If it doesn't break structure, then I'm probably just going to get out and take the little bit of profit I got and just run. Take your money and run. I'm going to close that. So, what do we got going on? Let me see my charts one more time. This is why I bought an extra screen, so that way I could check. I could have my charts on my third screen, and not be distracted too much by my live streams. There we go. Oh yeah, look at it. It's still playing mind games with us, isn't it? Master manipulator market at its finest. To me, it still looks like it should go down to make a wave C, but I mean, it really doesn't have to. It could definitely go up. The higher time frames trend is definitely still up. The euro dollar to me definitely looks like it wants to go up too, but it really doesn't have to. It could definitely go down. The euro pound, once it breaks this structure, that's when it's going to be, more confident about holding a long position. Until it does that, I'm not real confident about any of it yet. Aussie dollar is kind of the same thing. We need to break and hold above this structure. If we break and hold above that structure, then I think that's probably it. We may as well hold on to these trades for a few. The structure right here is this one. It needs to break and hold above that structure for me to be confident about the trade. It definitely hasn't. Yeah, take the money and run. Sometimes you have to do that in the market. Sometimes you have to take your money and run before the money makers take it from you. The market makers, I mean. We would have to go down and break this structure right here before, for me to really believe that this is settling into a nice move. US dollar Swiss is not even close, and we'd have to go way down here for me to believe that's over. How about the yen pairs? Did the yen pairs make a movement over this, or what? Not really, huh? Still going down. I was going to sort the pound yen earlier, but I second guessed myself, so probably a good thing I didn't. Yeah, I know, look at it. Yeah, the trend is definitely 100% still down on the yen pairs. These yen pairs have really been screwing with people big time. But boy, that looks like a wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it still looks like it wants to go down and break structure. It looks like it's just making a final wave, and it's just going to go down, break structure, and call it a day. A, B, C. Maybe it'll make a lower high, go down, break structure. If it does, that would be the end of it. Yeah, I would say so. I totally agree. The Aussie even looks clear. This looks like impulsive down, corrective up. It looks like it should go down. So I'm still sticking to my original analysis on these yen pairs. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go down, break structure, and continue down. Oops, that's my highlighter. There we go. CAD yen, the problem with the CAD yen is the CAD has been so strong lately. But if it goes down, breaks structure, that's going to at least be the end of this trend for sure. It hasn't done that yet, but it looks like it is going to. Swiss yen. Yeah. It looks like a 1, 2, 3. Impulsive down, corrective up. It looks like it should go down. US dollar yen isn't really going down that much yet, is it? We would have to break this structure and hold below that structure for me to believe that it's going down, which it definitely hasn't done yet. Yeah, we're right back to the starting line, aren't we? We're still sitting at the starting line. I think they forget to tell the market that we just had big news. Right back at the starting line. So while we give it a couple minutes, we're going to go look at some other things. We'll go do our normal rounds. We'll look at a few commodities. We'll look at the stock market again. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. Probably look at the yen pairs again. Come back and look at the dollar pairs again. And hopefully by the time we do all that, we'll see that the dollar pairs have broken structure, confirming that this is going down. So before we do that, I just wanted to mention again, make sure if you haven't done so already to join my Discord channel. It's 100% free to join. We are also live streaming on Discord, so you can watch my live streams on Discord also. So definitely check that out. We have 4,300 plus members, so definitely check that out. It's a really great community of traders willing to help each other out. If anybody is interested in joining my Patreon service, it comes with a 35 video course, comes with members forecast every single day, and I have been sharing my swing trade ideas. Yeah, we're going to go look at a few commodities here while we wait for this dollar to settle down a little bit. So if anybody's interested in that, the link for that is in the chat and in the description. And I have been sharing my swing trades ideas also on there, so definitely check that out if interested. Yeah, pretty slow. Normal news day. It wants to make sure that everybody is totally frustrated and broke before it makes its real move. Very normal news day. Very, very normal. So, let's see. Let's go check out some, let's go do our normal rounds. Let's go check out the commodities, the stock market. We'll check out Bitcoin, and we will circle back to the dollar pairs. And hopefully by then, we'll have some good news, like a break of structure and a hold of structure. Ooh, look at that. We even said, Rocky, that it was going to go up one more time. Man, last night we were in our Zoom meeting, we were talking about this pair. We said it's probably going to go up one more time because of this 1, 2, 3 shape, 4, 5. We need to see a break of structure now, and that's what's going to really tell us that this wave A is over. And it probably is a wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of disappointing that the wave 4 didn't break any structure. That would make it even more clear, but unfortunately, that seems like that wave 4 doesn't always break structure. It happens a lot. I mean, in real life, and according to the LA Wave book, wave 1, a wave 2 is supposed to break structure of a wave 1 and a wave 3, and then a wave 4 is supposed to break structure of a wave 3. But unfortunately, the market doesn't really care about what Elliott Wave thinks more times than not, because this looks like a wave 4 and it never broke any structure. It looks to me like we are so close to ending this trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably A, B, C, but I bet it's going to be a big choppy mess, just like we were talking about last night in our Zoom meeting. It could possibly still be in a wave 3, but I mean, it just doesn't fit very well. I think it's it. I think it's a wave 5. I mean, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wave 2 never really broke any structure either, if you look. I mean, maybe it did break structure right there. But the wave 2 was a pretty shallow correction too. It just kind of bounced around and then went up. And then the wave 4 didn't really break any structure and then went up. So I think it's probably a wave 5. No, it's not very impulsive, I will give you that. Definitely looks like it's getting ready to go down now, I would say. Ooh, you're a trend line trader. Ugh. I'm not a big fan of trend lines. And my old mentor used to always say that trend lines are not trend lines, they're correction lines. How often do you actually draw a trend line on a trend? Not very often. How long do you draw a trend line? How often do you draw a trend line on a correction? Probably almost every time. So I actually think that we should be renaming. I think we should be renaming a trend line a correction line. I think we should call trend lines correction lines. We can have our own name. No more trend lines, they're correction lines. So anyways, let's see. Yeah, natural gas. We had a few outlooks for this one also last night, which I kind of do agree with what Trading Sock and Philip were saying. Even though it does really look to me like an A, it looks like 3 waves up for a B, it looks like a wave C. it looks like it should go up. I mean, personally, to me, it does kind of look like it should go up, but there's a lot of liquidity down here. Look at all these lows. It's probably going to go down, take out all these lows before it goes up. It probably is going to be the most likely thing to happen. I mean, really, the market's going to go down, grab all that liquidity before it goes up. So it probably is going to be what happens. What pair are you talking about, Joaquin? Natural gas? Is that natural gas you're talking about with the wave 4? Oh, you mean on the sort of time frames probably, right? Like the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I agree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Natural gas, yeah, I agree totally. Definitely. But also you kind of have to take this in the pot too. That kind of looks like a 1, 2, and this kind of looks like a 3. We might, yeah, I don't know. You almost might get like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 4, 5. Something like that. It's probably going to really mess with people before it actually goes down, and then go down. We might get that double 3, 4, 5 because this looks like a 1, 2, and then this looks like it's all a wave 3, and then it's probably going to make a 4, and then go back up and make a 5, take out all these highs. People will go long, and then that's probably when it goes down. I think that probably is the case. Oh, looks like the dollar's trying to settle. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong pair, sorry. I was looking at the total wrong pair. No, I'm not. I'm looking at the euro dollar. Sorry. Okay. I got too many charts on my second screen. Sorry about that. So, yeah, the dollar's trying to settle into a move. I don't know if I'd really say that it has settled in, but it's trying. It's trying, that's for sure. Ooh, gold's about to break. The euro dollar's going up, kinda. Hopefully, yeah. Like I was saying to my Patreon members the other night, about the only time that I trade the short time frames anymore is when there's a big news event. I'm long on the euro dollar twice. So I'm hoping the euro dollar goes up also, definitely. So I'm a swing trader unless there's big news, and if there's big news, I do like to do some sort of, day trading, but if this goes up, this day trade is going to turn into a swing trade, because if it goes up, it's probably going to go up for a week or so, at least 3 days, I would say. So this day trade might turn into a swing trade. Hopefully that's what I'm hoping, at least. Ooh, gold did make a nice push up and a break of structure. Look at that. Oh, and it still didn't take out that low, though, which I wish it would have. It would have made it so much clearer. Man, I wish it would have taken out this low right here. That would have made it so much better. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like an A, B, C. You really have to go to the weekly to understand this. Oop. To me, it looks like an A, B, C, and I still think that Bitcoin is heading up to probably about the 42,000 area. Yeah, we can take a quick look at the Nifty while we look at the S&P 500 again. Man, that looks like it's getting ready to end a trend, but I would be way more confident about it if it would have taken out this low. It almost looks like it might go down one more time because of that before it actually goes up. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh. So, boy, we definitely got a break of structure. I mean, I would be looking for longs right now, and I would like to see this structure broken. If it breaks that structure, I think it really is the end of a wave C. If it doesn't break that structure and does this, then I would probably get out of my longs and go short again, because it might not be quite finished with that wave B yet. 1 hour time frame. Oh yeah, that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably something like that is what is the most likely thing to happen, I would say. About this total index, what's that up to? Yeah, pretty much the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, or B, C. We really need to see this wave 4 structure broken, and that's what's going to really tell me that the correction is over. Boy, that euro dollar wants to go, but it also doesn't want to go. It's like, it's trying. It is trying, that's for sure. Let me look and see if I got out of that Aussie CAD too early. No, it's holding that flutter break. I just got out of my Aussie CAD trade that I was holding on to since Monday. I got in Monday at around the 10 a.m. candle, the 10 a.m. open candle. Still holding my euro pound. I've been in that one since Monday too. I might end up holding on to this for a while if it turns out the way I hope it does. Alright, let's go check out the S&P 500. And we'll look at the Nifty. Is it the Nifty Bank or the normal Nifty? Boy, this right here, this pattern makes me a little concerned about the dollar, because to me it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like a wave 1. This looks like an A, B, C, like a wave 2, and then it would go down for a wave 3. This looks like a wave A. This looks like a wave A also, but a wave A, a B, a B, a B, and a C of B. So A, B, C, a B, and then 1, 2, 3. I guess that would make sense, because we do expect that the dollar is probably going to make a wave C. I mean, on the 20th is when we got that news coming out, so could this move up possibly take that long? The 20th is way over here. That's a long time for this thing to stretch out. Could this possibly do this all the way till there and then go down? I guess it's possible. Something like that. We'll leave that line there for now, and we'll have to come back and check it out. But boy, it definitely looks like it's going out, doesn't it? It looks like the end of a correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. It looks like it's about to break structure and go up. Maybe it'll just keep going up. Who knows? We'll have to watch and see. Gonna have to wait and see, I guess. So the Nifty, I think it must be the normal Nifty you're talking about, not the Nifty Bank, which, wow, that thing's been going up. We're in all-time highs on the Nifty. Wow, nice. The only thing I don't like about the fact that we're in all-time highs is it's a little bit harder to get a good projection, because there's no support resistance, there's no supply demand, there's really nothing to project off of. We could definitely measure this trend, and we could project it off the bottom of this correction, and most likely it's going to bounce off a fib level, which it's already past this one, so it's probably going to go at least to the 20,432 area, if not even higher. So we'll have to see if that's how that turns out. I think that it's going up, and I don't think it's over yet. Oops, we want to see this on the shorter time frames now. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably going to continue to stretch out, I would say. Yeah, it looks like a 1. Looks like a 2. This looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3. It looks like it might go down, make a correction, and then go up like a 4, and then go up for a wave 5. Uh-oh. Yo, dollar's messing with people again. Playing games. Let's hope that dollar settles in. I'm sick of this summer chop. I don't know about you guys. This last few months have been pretty choppy. Lots of three-wave patterns, lots of WXYs, lots of overlapping waves. Oh, Mark's got his trap box out again. The market's getting lured in by a piece of cheese. And then he's got a big old bear trap in there ready to snap ya. That's funny. I didn't even know there was a trap emoji. Would you make that yourself? I know you're a programmer. You probably made that yourself, didn't you? So, let's see. What did we not look at? Let's go, Let's see. Let me look in Discord real quick, see if there's any requests that I didn't get to on my Patreon page. Which I don't really think there is. Phillips long the pound dollar. So yeah, trap. Yeah, it is an awful nasty game, isn't it, Mark? I can't wait for normal market conditions to come back, that's for sure. I hate this bouncing around stuff. We need a big old trend on the weekly that we can just trade in the same direction for months and just keep on building a position. That's when I make all my money, is when we have like a weekly trend that I can just continuously get in and get in and get in, get in at every pullback and just watch the profits roll in. So let's go back and look at the dollar, I guess. I kind of hate to, because I can see on my second screen now already what's going on, which is a whole lot of nothing. We're still at the starting line. Yeah, we're going to do them right now. We did kind of look at them more than once, but the dollar pairs are definitely our hot top priority right now. How about the yen basket? Yeah, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn up, break structure. That seems pretty likely. Man. We can just sit here and twiddle our thumbs all day and just wait for this thing to bounce around. It's starting to look better to me though, honestly. That's not really the structure I want to see broken though. I want to see this right here. If it breaks that structure, we are in the money, I think. Because that will be the end of a trend, and if that's the end of a trend, that's the end of a wave C, and if that's the end of a wave C, that's the end of a wave B, and if it's the end of a wave B, then it will be the continuation of the downtrend. None of that is confirmed yet though. This easily could go up again. Even though I don't think it's going to, it definitely could. Yeah, we're gonna go look and see. We're gonna see if structure breaks are happening on the dollar or not yet. The dollar index hasn't broken structure yet, but maybe some of the dollar pairs have. Yeah, it needs to hold it. Let's see. Euro broke structure. Yeah, it didn't break the structure I really want to see broken, but it's working on it. The 4-hour time frame is looking pretty good. That's a pretty bullish looking candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's gonna be okay. We just gotta have patience. Whoever just said be patient, I think is right. We have to be patient with the market. The people that aren't patient with the market are usually the ones that end up losing lots and lots of money. But I do definitely understand the idea of taking your money and running, because sometimes you have to do that, especially these last few months where the market's just been bouncing around like a madman. That's looking pretty good. I think we need to watch this on the 4-hour time frame, because that's where I see high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, break a structure. I think this is going to be a 4-hour time frame trend. If you watch this below the 4-hour, you're probably going to exit premature. This looks to me like it's forming a 4-hour trend. Pound dollar. Yeah, we can't really say that yet because it hasn't really made a wave 1 yet, but something like that seems pretty likely. I still think it's the most likely thing to happen. I just think that the market wants to make sure that everybody has given their money away, has gotten frustrated, and has given up on it before they really decide what to do. Up, down, up. Did all those gaps fill on the dollar pairs? I don't personally know, because I don't really have gaps on my charts for some reason, but oh, there is a gap on the euro dollar right there that it didn't get filled, isn't there? Where's my little thing right here? Yeah, it didn't fill the whole gap. It definitely filled part of it, but there's definitely still a gap on the euro dollar that never got filled. It doesn't have to fill it though. Like I said, I'm not really convinced that I'm a big believer in the whole gap strategy, but a lot of people are. And I do agree that they do normally get filled within 3 days, and most of those gaps happened on Monday, and today is the 3rd day, so If they don't fill today, then they might not fill for a while. Let me see what I got. The euro pound still looking good. Everything's still looking alright. I don't really think there's too much to worry about. We gotta watch it on a little bit of a higher time frame. I think that's the problem people are having. Even this trend over here, this was a 4-hour time frame trend. This is probably going to be a 4-hour time frame trend. US dollar CAD is a little different because of the CAD. This one honestly looks like it could possibly end soon. But if the dollar goes down, then this is probably going to go down too and take out this low. US dollar Swiss, this is the structure we need broken. If it breaks that structure and holds, then that's going to be the confirmation I'm looking for. US dollar yen is respecting that 78% pretty nicely. All we really do need is a break of structure to really confirm. Once you see that break of structure, that's your key that it's time to hold on to that trade for a couple days. And gold also, I think you're better off watching gold on like the 4-hour time frame too, because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, break of structure. That's gonna be what we need. This right here is the break of structure we need to see. It really hasn't broken it yet. Definitely not broken yet, that's for sure. Let's go through and mark all of our structure so that way people know what I'm looking at for structure. So the gold structure break I'm looking for is right there. US dollar yen structure I think is actually a little higher, probably right here, which it definitely broke it, but it hasn't held that. Let me see, I can't see what the people are saying. There we go. And then the US dollar Swiss, our structure break is right here on this one. That's what's going to tell us that the trend is over. Until that happens, this could go up easily. US dollar CAD, I mean, this one you really can't. A break of this structure is really not going to tell me anything, so I can't really use that one. This one's already been going down. The Kiwi dollar has broken structure, but it hasn't held above it yet. This is the structure I'd like to see broken on that. Aussie dollar has not broken structure. I don't think anything has actually broken structure yet. Hell, what have we been? Almost 40 minutes since the news came out. This is the structure level I'd be paying attention to. Has not broken yet. The turn has not been confirmed yet. Not at all. The pound dollar, this is the structure I'd be paying attention to on the pound dollar. There we go. Has not broken yet. And the euro dollar, I guess this one isn't really very good either, but I guess, I mean, if it starts breaking above this high, that's going to be a pretty good confirmation. In the dollar index, my structure level is at this spike right here because that's where it made the most recent high afterwards. So, no structure breaks yet. No confirmation of a turn yet. As of now, the dollar 100% could go up easily. 100%. I am long on the euro dollar, and I have absolutely no problem telling you guys that this could easily go up and the euro dollar could easily go down. I'm hoping it goes down and breaks structure, but just because I hope and that I think that's what's going to happen definitely does not make it true. That's for sure. been trading long enough to know that just because I think it's going to go down, just because the pattern is extremely clear, does not mean that it's going to happen. That's for sure. It does seem very clear to me, which is why, I mean, I'm probably just going to put my stop loss in and just move on pretty soon, but it looks like a wave A, it looks like an A, B, C, or B. It looks like it needs to go down and make a wave C. I still believe this is what's going to happen, but just because I believe that's what's going to happen does not make it true. The dollar loves to slap you right in the face when you think you know what's going on, so, I mean, it very easily could go up. Until I see a start to break, there is no confirmation that it's going down at all. Not even a little bit. So, we have to realize that that is the case. So really all we can do now is just wait, watch and wait, I guess. When's the 4-hour candle close? Oh, the 4-hour candle's already closed. Crap. I missed my analysis. Shit. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm on the wrong time frame, that's why. What the heck is going on here? Alright, so let me check my charts a little bit. Part of my rules are that I have to check my charts at the close of every 4-hour candle. So let me scroll through all my charts and see what I see. Boy, some of these make me want to change directions, to be honest with you. Dollar yen is not holding. All the yen pairs are still going up a little bit. Yo Swiss kind of looks like it wants to go down. Oh, the euro pound might be breaking structure. If it does, I'm going to call it good on that one. I already made a pretty good profit, so no worries there. Oh, the Aussie CAD didn't really hold above structure. I probably could have stayed in that one a little bit longer. CAD Swiss, yeah. Doesn't really look like there's any new entries. Except for the euro dollar. Boy, I'm about ready to give up on that. I think there's a good chance it's not going to do what we think it's going to do. Right back to the starting line again. Look at it. Is it messing with us, or is it really just going to continue to drift up? Really no way of really knowing, I would say. Looks like it's not very good. Doesn't look too good, does it? Can you hear trap, trap, trap? One trap after another? I really don't want to go long on the dollar right at the top of a trend, so I mean, even if it isn't going to go up, I don't really think it's going to be a desirable trade. That's for sure. Yeah, it's not looking too good, is it? For the idea of this going down. Hey Menu, how's it going, buddy? You guys short on the EU? Really? I'm still long, but I'm about ready to join you if it doesn't straighten out pretty soon. We just had a 4-hour candle close too, so that could be part of it, but we're pretty much right back to the starting line again. Look at it. That's pretty much exactly where we were when the news came out. It went down, chopped the sellers, went up, chopped the buyers, and now an hour, 45 minutes after the news, and we are still at the starting line. What have we been talking about the last couple of weeks, Menu? The sort of time frames are just a mental game of screwery. Big time. I think I agree with you, that's for sure. Bull trap and bear trap. There's a bull trap, bear trap, there's every kind of trap you can think of. Every kind of trap you can think of is on the charts, that's for sure. I know, it's rejecting structure, isn't it? It's definitely rejecting structure, but really it's just back to the starting line. It's definitely looking like a trap. Maybe it wants that gap. Now we have to wait for the next close. You don't want to wait too long, especially if you're long. But I agree, I'm definitely still long. I haven't closed any positions yet or reversed my positions or anything like that yet. So I agree with you. I'm gonna hang out for a few more, but pretty soon I'm gonna go probably to the gym for a little while, and then I'm going to an expat meetup at 5 o'clock, so probably meet some fellow Americanos and some fellow British people. That's pretty much that's pretty much the only people that go to those things is Americans and British people. Yeah, lots of zigzags. I agree. Zigzag Central. I hate watching these stupid news events. Back when before I had a YouTube channel, I would not watch this. I would like literally enter and then just walk away and then come back like 2 hours later, and either I would be in profit or I would be in a losing trade, or I'd be stopped out already. Honestly, sitting here watching these trades doesn't really do us any good. The Yo Aussie, I think, on the much longer time frames is in an uptrend still, but I don't really think the correction is over. I think it's probably going to do something like that. But on the shorter time frames, I'm not really convinced it's ready to go up yet. It kind of looks like it wants to go down one more time, something like this, and then go up. So I'm not really convinced that it's going down yet, that's for sure. No, I mean, I'm not convinced it's going up yet, I'm sorry. I was looking at a different chart. It looks like 3 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up. Which isn't a very good plan for your dollar trades or the dollar trades. I'm I'm short the Euro Kiwi since this morning, but even that doesn't really look too confident to me. Yeah, the euro dollar is not really going up. The dollar's not really going down. Like I said, I think the best bet for me now is to make sure I have a stop loss and to walk away. Just walk away. So if anybody hasn't done so already, definitely join my Discord channel. It is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. It is 100% free. We have over 4,300 members right now. I also live stream on there too, so you can watch my live streams on, you don't have to watch them on YouTube. You can watch them on there just as easy. And I'm probably going to start doing a few exclusive live streams only on Discord, not even on YouTube. So if you want to be participating in my live streams that I do on Discord, then you're going to have to be a free member. And it is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. You can stay a free member as long as you like. And also, I am going to be doing, also I have a Patreon membership if anybody's interested. It comes with a 35 video course. Every single morning I tell everybody what I think is going to happen on the dollar pairs and the yen pairs at 9:15 a.m. We do about a 20 to 30 minute live stream every single morning. And I do a members forecast on all the dollar pairs, all the yen pairs. I do a twice a week Zoom meeting where I teach my strategy. And I do share my swing trading ideas with the community also. It's not really like it's a signal service or anything, but I do trade my swing trade ideas with people. So if they want to participate in my swing trades, they definitely can. And so if anybody's interested in that, the link for that is on the screen also and in the description. Oh, natural gas did go down a little, but it looks like it's in a wave 4 to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's going to go up again. Oil, I think, is going to go down. Break structure. Probably start a pretty good sized little downtrend, which is probably going to be kind of a messy, overlapping mess, but it still should be a pretty good move down. Yen basket, I mean, definitely looks like a 5-way pattern, so it does seem like this, to me, it definitely seems like this is going to turn up and break structure today, and it could even be the end of a wave C. So if that's going to turn up, then the yen pairs will turn down. And the dollar, to me, still looks like it could go down. Like I said, for my strategy is to put a stop loss in and walk away. I'm not going to sit here and watch this all afternoon. That's the last thing I want to do. So we had a pretty big audience today. We were up to about 160 some odd members at one time. I think I can actually see, if I go on here, how many people we had at one point. I guess I can't. Let's see, view activity. So yeah, we had a pretty good audience today. Thank you for the support. Definitely like and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I don't think there's a break of structure yet, is there? No, not yet. 1 hour. It's touched it. It touched the structure, but it hasn't broken it yet. Right there. Getting awful close. Getting very close to breaking. But no break yet. Natural gas is going down pretty strong. That might not even be a wave 4. It might be already heading down. That might be the ABC right there. Now this is a wave 5. Actually, now I look at it again, that probably is what it is. Almost definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably going down to make that pattern that we were talking about in last night's Zoom meeting. So I think that's working out good, and natural gas is also trying to do the same thing. And the dollar is probably going to play mind games with people for the rest of the afternoon, but I think eventually it might break structure. It looks like it wants to. It's getting very, very close. Like I said, for me, I got a stop loss in. I'm going to walk away. If it does break structure, I'm probably going to add to my position. If it pulls back, I'll probably add again. If it goes down, I'll add again. If it pulls back, I'll add again. By the time it goes all the way down and makes a wave C, I'll have a pretty large position built up. So that's the plan. But in order for me to implement that plan, I need to see break of structure. And I need to see it hold below structure, which I have not seen yet. But boy, things are starting to look good. I think we need to watch it on the 2 to 4 hour time frame. If you start watching it on the 15-minute time frame, you're going to get messed up. 2 to 4 hour time frame is where the trend is. Ooh, look at the pound. The pound's looking nice. 2 to 4 hour time frame. If you watch this on the 2 to 4 hour time frame, I think you'll be all set. Because that's where it's probably going to make higher highs, higher lows. If you go down to the 50-minute time frame, you're probably going to be messed up. Ooh, that's about to break structure. That's going to go up. I'm pretty confident about this trade. Like I said, stop loss in, walk away, go enjoy the day, come back later and see what happens. Gold is struggling to go up, but it's trying. 2 hour time frame, break of structure is what we need to see. Not quite done it yet, but it's trying. It's trying. It's like the little train that could. It is trying. Definitely a trap, you say? Could be. And if it is, then it'll get me, because I'm still long the euro. Definitely was a trap. Oh yeah, I think so, but you never know. I try not to force my analysis on the market too much, because I know what happens when I get too married to my analysis. If I get too married to the idea that this is going down, then that's when it's going to slap me in the face and go up like a rocket. And I'm going to be short, wishing that I was not so married to my analysis. So, what time is it? It's 2:30, so that means it's really only 9:30 a.m. in New York right now. So the New York session is literally just, the New York stock market isn't even open yet. It opens in 4 minutes. One of the members of a group that I used to belong to used to say that he used to always scalp around the New York Stock Exchange open on the Forex market, because he always said that the Forex market would often make its move at the New York Stock Exchange open. I haven't really tested that theory myself, but I mean, it makes a lot of sense. The New York Stock Exchange opens in 3 minutes. That's probably when we're going to start seeing some movement. So we're going to have to just watch and see. Nothing we can really do about it. So anyways, definitely join my Discord channel if you have not done so already. Like I always say, it is free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. If you are looking to get some extra help with your trading, you want to participate in my morning meetings, the 20 to 30 minute live streams that I do every single day before the London session, or you want to see my 35 video trading course, or my members forecast, or my twice a week Zoom meetings where I teach my strategy, then the link for that is in the chats, as well as the link for my Discord channel, which my Discord channel is 100% free to join. My Patreon is $50 a month, and with the members forecast I do, probably a lot of my members are making more than $50 a month just on one trade that they take for my members forecast. So definitely check that out if you're interested. My live streams are normally on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and my Zoom meetings where I teach my strategy to my Patreon members are on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. So anyways, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the day as always, and happy trading to everybody. Bye bye.